Alright, Jake, I'm filming.
So guys, I'm in the hospital. I had an accident.
Chaos, mayhem, and now a hospital bed.
Chaos, drama, and now a hospital bed. Jake Paul has finally spoken out after reports claim Gervonta Tank Davis punched him so hard outside Miami airport that he ended up in the emergency room. Jake, the problem child turned boxer, finally met a real fighter. With a busted lip, a swollen face, and a bruised ego, he now sits in a hospital room saying one thing: I'm going to press charges. That's right, Jake Paul is threatening legal action after getting dropped outside the ring. But how did things get this bad? This wasn't just a random celebrity brawl. The tension between them had been building for months, and it finally exploded in public. Let's break down what led to it and what it means for the potential Tank versus Jake fight.
After Canelo, obviously, didn't materialize, was the next one Tank?
Yeah, I mean, that was on the 1 yard line as well, but he has to rematch, Lamont Roach. He wants to get that back. And then we'll be back in discussions with Mr. Gervonta. But man, this is the nature of boxing. You have massive fights on the 1 yard line and things just fall through.
As you're watching, like, he was a gigantic favorite, and this is on the heels of the Canelo thing. Are you like, what the fuck is going on here?
I don't know, though, because I never really thought Tank was that good. It would just take the right fighter to pick him apart, to be honest. Someone who had high activity and wasn't afraid of his power. So I always saw so many holes in his game. So to me, it wasn't that surprising that someone finally gave him some good work.
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195.
Oh, wow. So he would go all the way from 40 to 95?
Yeah, I mean, it would be an exhibition.
Okay. And so what does that mean? Is that 3-minute rounds?
Yeah, 10 3-minute rounds.
And when you say exhibition, like, what are the restrictions on that?
No restrictions, just the fact that, like, we couldn't actually get it professionally sanctioned.
Okay. Is that still of interest to you? Like, if he wins the rematch and you beat Julio, is that of great interest to you later this year?
For sure.
It all began with a moment that blew up online. Gervonta Davis was in Miami promoting his upcoming August rematch with Lamont Roach. Around the same time, Jake Paul arrived at the airport for a Netflix promo shoot. Witnesses say it started with trash talk and ended with punches flying.
Fight. Since you lost, what's up, Jake? Where you going, Jake? Oh, he's running! He's running! Look at him!
People near the scene said Jake mocked Tank about their rumored exhibition fight, making jokes about his size, weight, and past legal problems. But Tank isn't one to let things slide. His temper is well known, and Jake pushed the wrong buttons. A shove turned into a punch, and in seconds Jake hit the ground. Paramedics arrived, and while Jake was conscious, he looked shaken. Hours later, he was taken to a Miami hospital for observation. Nothing major was found, but the swelling made headlines. So what did Jake say from the hospital? Just one thing: I'm going to press charges. Whether he's serious or just using it for publicity, no one knows, but that statement alone raises doubts about the planned Netflix event. Tank's team hasn't said anything yet, but fans know Gervonta has dealt with plenty of legal issues before.
Ow, ow.
Like, what would make it...
Ow! Oh my god, we're holding hands. Oh my god. Ow.
Let me see.
Ow! Oh!
Why would it be infected?
Say I do. Say I do.
Oh, bruh. Can I see that hand?
From a hit and run that injured 4 people to a domestic violence case caught on video, Tank has faced almost as many legal fights as boxing ones.
Well, let me ask you this. I was just talking to her. What if she told me that you beat the piss out of her and you jumped on top of her and started punching her in the face? Should I just go ahead and take that?
Okay, but don't you know
It's your side of the story. Give your side.
You just talking to her though. What the information that she gave you? Can she tell you?
You want me to just take everything she says?
I'm not from here.
Okay, but you want me to just take everything she says as
all I'm
fact?
just saying is I'm not from here. I don't know her exact address.
Okay, that's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not asking for her exact address. She's saying you hit her. She does have a mark on her lip, and it's under.
I have a mark right here.
Did she hit you?
Turn around.
For battery.
Turn around.
Violence.
Put your hands behind your back. What's his first name?
Gervonta.
Gervonta.
He's been arrested several times, spent months on house arrest, and faced probation issues that nearly ended his career.
Baltimore native and boxing champ Gervonta Tank Davis is sent to jail less than a month after he was ordered to serve 3 months of home detention. He was taken into custody after an impromptu hearing yesterday, and now he will finish his 90-day sentence in the Baltimore City jail. Deputies say Davis violated the terms of his home detention sentence in a 2020 hit-and-run crash. He said his home was too small, so he moved to the Four Seasons Hotel, but did not get permission from the judge. He received his 90-day sentence after pleading guilty in February to a crash that injured 4 people.
Now with this alleged punch on Jake Paul, another case could be on the way. If Jake follows through and the court treats it as assault, Tank might face suspension, especially under the new strict conduct rules for fighters.
Davis has been arrested in South Florida on charges of domestic violence causing bodily harm. This is his mugshot that was just released to WJZ. At last check, he remains in custody at the Broward County Jail. And this is just the latest in his legal troubles. Davis is scheduled to appear in a Baltimore Circuit Court in February for his alleged involvement in an unrelated hit-and-run incident from November of 2020.
One more mistake like this and Tank could be forced to step away from boxing right at the peak of his success.
Gervonta Davis walked out earlier today. That's after a judge gave him a $1,000 bond. Davis was scheduled to headline a boxing match next week in Washington, D.C. It's unknown if that's going to happen.
But here's the twist. Many fans believe the entire airport fight was staged just to promote the match. And honestly, it makes sense because the fight needed some hype to get attention.
Bane said to Batman, victory has preceded you. Do you think that with Tank?
Well, I was going to say Marvin Hagler's quote, which was, it's very difficult to get up and do your early runs when you're wearing silk pajamas.
Yeah.
And it's the same kind of thing. Like, the reality is that Tank's success can lead to like a difference in mentality. But as I've said before, and sometimes he hasn't liked it when I've said it, the great thing about Tank is doesn't overthink. Like when he boxed Ryan, they asked me, who do you think's going to win? And I said Tank. And one of the reasons is he's not an overthinker. I know a lot of fighters that will talk to me the day leading up to the fight. What do you think? What do you think? Tank don't ask anyone what they think.
Right.
He just goes in there and fucks people up.
Right.
But now, maybe he's not that guy anymore. Maybe he's become a little bit softer. I just feel like that's a natural thing to happen to a fighter. The special ones stay that same guy. But this might be the thing that spurs him back to say, oh, I need that back.
The theory doesn't sound far off. Cameras were already filming. Jake didn't seem badly hurt, no one was arrested, and suddenly the fight is trending everywhere. Eddie Hearn even said in a DAZN interview that Jake vs. Tank is set for November, right after Tank's August fight with Roach. Coincidence or marketing, either way it worked. But the matchup looks crazy on paper. Jake weighs around 195 pounds while Tank fights at 135. That's a 6-division difference.
When we wanted the Loma fight, when it was in its prime, him and Mayweather, their team just, they just danced around it. When we wanted the Devin fight for Undisputed, the belts don't matter. I could just give them to my kids because everybody's winning belts. Shakur, he's easy work, he's boring, but you don't want to unify against him. Keyshawn might have a chance. You feel me? It's just disgusting. We wanted the Bud fight too after he called him out, and we also would have took a Teofimo Lopez fight. But then his fans would say, oh, but they're too big. They're not in his weight class. What the fuck is Jake Paul? This is the bullshit I be talking about. Like, this shit does nothing for the sport of boxing, but in terms of the division of 135, it doesn't do jack shit.
This isn't just uneven, it's risky. A natural 195-pounder going against a 135-pound fighter is dangerous.
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195. It would be an exhibition.
Okay, so it was going to be an exhibition, not sanctioned, but no restrictions. You can knock each other out and shit like that. It was going to be at a catch weight of 195 pounds, 10 rounds, 3 minutes. I've been trying to figure this out. Why was I a Tank hater for wanting to see Tank go up 5 pounds to get some smoke with like Teofimo Lopez or something? I just wanted to see him go up 5 pounds and fight Teofimo Lopez. And all of you were saying, you want Tank hurt, Showbiz. You a hater. You want him hurt. Then I'm convinced, okay, he's too small, but he can fight Jake at 195?
Tank might be one of boxing's deadliest punchers pound for pound, but size still matters. If Jake can take Tank's shots and land clean hits of his own, things could turn fast.
Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
And it's not just about size. Jake wants no judges, no headgear, and real knockouts. This isn't a friendly exhibition. It's a full fight with Netflix behind it.
Tank probably could get hurt. You know, this dude's 200 pounds at the end of the day, and it's not like he's a bum. No, he's not on Tank level, but a good big guy beats a great little guy. That's the phrase. This is a bad look. It's just, again, it's going to be hard for Tank to walk away from the big business that is this fight. It's a huge payday. I guess Tank fans definitely need to be worried. I know you guys think he's Superman. Jake Paul being 195 and then rehydrating. Tank fighting at 135. Coming in at like 133, where people are like, man, look, he can make lightweight. That's a 60-pound gap. That shit got to be dangerous and even unfair. Can his punches even hurt Jake? It can't be safe.
So why is Tank accepting it? Simple money. But boxing fans aren't too happy.
Tank was looking past Roach, and he wanted that Jake Paul fight, which I think Jake Paul would have beaten. Jake is way too big. Tank is 5'5", 135, soaking wet. Y'all think Tank is too small for 140. He ain't beating no heavyweight. I'm not joking. I don't think he would have hurt Jake. He would have to jump up to reach. I don't think he would have hurt him. I tell you this, it would have gone the distance, and people would have been laughing their asses off, and it wouldn't have been good for Tank's brand. I tell you that. That fight would have went the distance. Soon as 5'5" Tank is looking at a 6'2", 6'3" Jake Paul, y'all would be like, hold, wait a second. And Jake Paul be on spread out paws with that arm out and stepping back. And bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. But that's a cat. Fine. We'll never get to fight anyway, so we'll never know.
The main concern is that Jake's circus-style hype might distract Tank. Before Netflix or lawsuits or headlines, he still has to handle his August rematch with Lamont Roach. Their first meeting ended in heavy controversy.
Didn't say you got your eye on Tank. What do you think about the rumors of Tank and Jake fight?
Man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. He called cap on it. So if you won't call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it.
Roach surprised everyone by lasting into the later rounds, and in round 9 many thought he rocked Tank. But the ref let it go on and fans called it rigged. DAZN faced huge backlash. Roach has trained hard for the rematch, and if Tank loses focus, Roach could destroy the Netflix payday.
Tank, you voluntarily took a knee midway through this fight. It was not ruled a knockdown. What happened?
I just got my hair done 2 days ago, and she put grease in my shit, so the shit was like, you know, like when you sweating and things like that, and the grease come in my face, it burnt my eyes type shit. Damn, why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. Come on, man. Look at my hair. I just got my shit done. But it's all cool, man. You know how I get. They love you and then they hate you. Turn around there and love you again. You know what I mean?
On top of that, Tank's been under pressure since splitting from Floyd Mayweather.
How many rematches have you fought?
0.
What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, it's a good question. It's going to be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder. If that didn't get me the win, and I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not going to lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% full fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night.
I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter, hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and a really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same, and that's what people get it messed up. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight, a whole lot. And I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled. Don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. It's just he ran into a guy that's on the same level.
Floyd helped build his career, but now they're rivals. Floyd's been seen training Tank's opponents, posting jabs online and even supporting Roach. Some believe Floyd wants Roach to beat Tank just to prove a point. Meanwhile, Jake posts hospital selfies over one punch, but Tank has real problems to deal with. As for the lawsuit, Jake's no stranger to legal fights, but they're usually about money or contracts. Suing over a punch is new. Many think it's just to make Tank the villain and sell their fight as a revenge story.
What set you off that you was like, I gotta do that?
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing.
This is exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal.
Yeah.
Tank no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come out.
If Jake later drops the case, it'll look like pure hype. But if he pushes forward, Tank could be back in court, which might delay the Roach rematch or cancel the Netflix fight entirely.
Yeah, no, we're working on it behind the scenes to make that happen, and obviously that's a fight where the fans are going to win, and it's going to be the biggest event of the year.
What weight would you fight him at?
We're working on it, but it'd be an exhibition most likely.
In the end, it's hard to tell what's real and what's for show. Did Tank actually lose control? Did Jake go too far, or was it all planned like McGregor throwing that dolly at Khabib's bus? Whatever it was, it worked. The story went viral and everyone's talking. But beneath the hype, one man's in a hospital and the other could face legal trouble. If this keeps going, the fallout could be bigger than the buzz. Jake Paul wants respect as a real boxer, but his first real fight might be outside the ring. Tank Davis isn't a YouTube act, he's a fighter built from years of discipline, and Jake just learned that.
We're in discussions with a lot of names: Gervonta Davis, Anthony Joshua, Badu Jack, Ryan Garcia, KSI, Tommy Fury. So there's a lot of people on the hit list, but Badu Jack excites me a lot, and I definitely want to become world champion. So going after Zerto or Badu sounds like a good game plan to me.
If you had your pick of the litter, in scale of 1, 2, and 3.
First is Gervonta, second is Anthony Joshua, third Canelo.
While Jake recovers, the spotlight is on Tank. He's got Lamont Roach waiting to fight him, Floyd Mayweather stirring up drama, and a Netflix event that could either lift his career or sink it. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss what's next. Share your thoughts in the comments, stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.
Tank Davis.
Bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in. Cause
Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition. He was doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good fighter.